Dr. Yota Fomba, who is the general manager, the CEO of Dash Inspectorate Cameroon. Good morning, Doctor, and thanks for coming to talk to the CRTV and our audience about the projects of Dash Inspectorate Cameroon. Good morning.
Thanks so very much. I'm very happy to be in the warm studios of CRTV. BUEA. This morning is quite a good weather. This morning we are pretty cozy there. In fact, this morning we have a very interesting topic that we're looking at. Okay, of course, we're getting sustainable development in Cameroon. Okay, and it's in line with the actions, okay, which we have initiated in the country in collaboration with the government, that is Dash Inspectorate Cameroon. Okay, I as the promoter, okay, it's about sustainable development and Cameroon becoming an emerging nation by 2035. And let me just quickly say in clear terms what emergence is in context of Cameroon. Okay, we should understand this. Emergence in Cameroon entails, okay, us becoming coming out of poverty. That is becoming a middle income economy, becoming a newly industrialized nation, strengthen national unity, democracy, and consolidate good governance. Okay, this is what emergence is in the context of Cameroon. Okay, and all of this is integrated in our national development strategy. Okay, which is our guide when it comes to development in the nation. Okay, as we look forward to become an emerging nation by 2035, which is the vision of the head of state, President of the Republic of Cameroon.
Dr. Yota Fomba, CEO, General Manager of Dash Inspectorate Cameroon. What does Dash stand for?
Okay, Dash Inspectorate, the acronym Dash means determined, assertive, sincere, honest third-party organization. In fact, that's Dash Inspectorate Cameroon. Actually, it's an organization that was created in New Jersey, that's in the U.S., in the year 2000, okay, by Indian experts, okay, who were working with AWS, that's American Wellness Society, a top organization in the US when it comes to the industry development, of course, standards and in the industry in the US. So they were working for the US, okay, and the industry was booming in the US, okay. And then they said, okay, but our country is far back there, okay, still dancing there with unemployment, but they are there in the US, piloting the affairs of US, okay, and they are US booming. So Dash Inspectorate created, okay, by these noble guys, okay, then they moved back to India, okay, where that is the mother base of Dash Inspectorate, and then they work in collaboration with the government of India, okay, and in that collaboration, okay, they instituted so many actions, okay, which spurred industry development in India, and today India is the fifth industry nation on the planet. In fact, that is exactly what we do in the government of Cameroon today, because the industry is the backbone of every great nation. Okay, and if I want to look at what the number one person of the country, that's the president of Cameroon, has been talking when it comes to industry development. Okay, he says this is what he said. Okay. There is no great nation without a vibrant industry. I underline this, okay, because this is truth, okay? Look, this is not political language, okay? You better take this, okay? It's like the gospel, okay? We must accept this, okay? If we want to become an emerging nation, if we want to come out of poverty and misery, we must develop the industry and understand what that industry demands and fulfill its requirements.
Yes, Dr. Yota Fomba, CEO, General Manager of Dash Inspectorate Cameroon. What is the peculiarity of Dash Inspectorate Cameroon branch? How does it differ from maybe Dash Inspectorate in some other place? What are the peculiarities? What makes Dash Inspectorate unique?
Okay, in fact, Dash Inspectorate Cameroon, okay, first of all, has as mission to foster the very purpose of the organization. So we, as an organization, we have the values that we propagate. Okay, the principles we stand for. Okay, and which must be seen in all. Everywhere where Dash Inspectorate is located. But then in Cameroon, we have the context of Cameroon. I put the context of Cameroon, okay, because for us to fully implement, okay, the strategy, okay, the policies for Dash in Cameroon, okay, we did studies, okay, to see how the terrain Cameroon presents itself. Okay, and I've done a lot of studies, okay, in fact, since Dash was accorded in 2013, came back to Cameroon, I did a series of projects in 2013 when I came back to Cameroon because Dash Inspectorate actually accredited by the board of directors of Dash Inspectorate in Dubai in 2013. So I came back to Cameroon in 2013. Okay, I moved to Gabon, did some project there with Total Exploration Production, that is the Total French company. Okay, and then I came back to Cameroon. Okay, looking at how Dash Inspectorate has to be instituted in Cameroon. Okay, I worked. Started talking there with government authorities there, okay, and it was good enough. We had the first big event that we participated in, okay, was the conference that was organized by GCAM, okay, that was in 2013. We took part in this conference in Douala. It was quite impressive, okay. We did a lot of sensitization, okay, on the respect of industry norms. In fact, that's how we started implementing the policy of Dash Inspectorate. So in Cameroon, we are working in collaboration with the government, okay, to see that the mission of Dash Inspectorate in Cameroon is accomplished, which is development of industry in Cameroon, okay, and the sub-region, okay, and we're focusing on development of human capital, okay, which is done through training and certification. Okay, if you look at the Cameroon is we're happy of its complex nature when it comes to cultural aspects. Okay, it's rich when it comes to cultural aspects. But then in quality, we have what we're looking at as the communication barriers. Okay, which make it a little difficult. Okay, for certain actions or for certain understanding. Okay, because we're saying that for actions to be concretized, communication must be fluid. So this is another area that is particular about Cameroon, okay, the difficulty in the communication, okay, might be because the Ewondoman clearly understand the Ewondoman, the Bassaman clearly understand the Bassaman, the Nordis easily understand the Nordis, okay, and okay, maybe the Metaman easily understand the Metaman. So all of this complexity, the ways of life, these different cultural aspects, okay, they are nice, okay, but they offer these communication barriers, okay, and as human beings, okay, the tendency of going towards something which is difficult, no, it wants what's easier. So a Bassaman will easily go towards a Bassaman, okay, a Nordis easily go towards a Nordis, okay, so that they communicate better because they understand themselves better. They have the same culture. So these are the aspects in Cameroon which make Cameroon a little more complicated, okay, to maybe in terms of management and look at governance to manage, okay, which must be properly understood. So we've done all these studies and particularly in the context of industry development, okay, I've been in Cameroon, okay, before traveling abroad, okay, I was in Cameroon, okay, I know the terrain, okay. The aspect of Cameroon, look at Cameroon. Cameroon is a country, okay. It's a country, okay, that got reunified, okay, complicated, okay, by the colonial masters, okay, which resulted to the integration of different cultures. You have the cultures of the Germans. You have the British culture. You have the French culture. All of that mixed up with the Cameroonian cultures, that is of the different tribes. So it's quite a chunk of a system there, quite complicated to manage, okay, when it comes to quality. Yes, so you must understand all of this. You want to thrive in Cameroon. Okay, if you look at the Anglophone, from the perspective of the Anglophones, okay, the Anglophones have a system, okay, particularly education system. Look at, because our target is industry development. If you look at Anglophones, okay, they've been in kind of a system wherein they are made to believe that, okay, the paradise is in the white-collar jobs. Okay, that's where they're going to have the money. But then, okay, what I call that, what they have there with these white-collar jobs, maybe because the idea there is they must go to ENAM, okay, they must go to ENS, okay, they must be the magistrates. Okay, you see somebody gets from university with their first degree in law. Okay, he writes the exam. He writes the entrance into exam. The first year fails. Okay, the next year he's still preparing to go to write the exam. Okay, the next year he maybe writes again and fails. Okay, then he's still there preparing to go write the same exam. He's still going to fail. Look, he spent a lot of time there. Whereas you have the industry there, so they lack this orientation. Okay, on these aspects. Okay, so they put them on the development path. Okay, so we So if you look at, we've done studies on all of this, and we're bringing out those points, okay, because we are very pragmatic in our style of actions, okay, in Cameroon, okay. We are not there for the speeches, okay. We want the solutions, okay. We in where, okay.
We are there for action and results.
Actions and results. That's what I'm saying here, okay. We want the results, okay. When Cameroon poverty, the 2030 agenda is we look at the objectives, the targets, okay. They are very well defined, okay. All of that, we don't need the speeches. Okay, we want the actions in the field. So we've done all of these studies, okay, and collaborating with the government to see that this agenda is attained. Okay, luckily enough, okay, it's integrating the National Development Strategy of Cameroon 2020-2030. Okay, and it constitutes a requirement for us to become an emerging nation. I just said what is an emerging nation there. One of those aspects is industry development. we must understand what the industry is, its requirements. Okay, the industry there. Okay, one of those aspects that is particular about industry is it's well organized setup. Okay, coordinated by regulations. We call it the code standards and specifications. Okay, these code standards are industry requirements that all actors of the industry must understand. Okay, and must be in conformity to satisfy all the stakeholders. Okay, who involve the governments. Okay, the civils, you have the governments, the employers, okay, the employees, the investors, okay, the communities there, okay, and in fact, the communities there, okay, are the important stakeholder here because that is where we want to transform the change. Okay, so all of these, okay, they all belong to the industry, and to satisfy them, we must understand this industry requirements, where each and every of this stakeholder is coming in, the importance, how we treat that. So we've done all these studies, okay, and we're very happy what we do in the relation there with the government, because the government is very poised, okay, and determined there to see Cameroon become an emerging nation, okay, by 2035. Okay, first of all, I talk this very quickly there. Okay, this began. Okay, if you look at the vision of the nation. Okay, the nation suffered troubles. Okay, maybe becoming indebted. Okay, debt annulation there. Okay, but then okay, we had some revitalization coming into the nation. Okay, in the 2010. Okay, with the coming of the great ambitions, the great realizations, those projects. Okay. It brought a different steam, okay, into the nation, okay, and it prompted likeness for the nation, okay. Cameroon had so many friends because of those projects, okay. So that marked a new era in industry development in Cameroon. The laws on the recognition of the small and medium-sized enterprises, okay, structuring of the informal sector. Look, those laws were established, okay, and you had the most exciting law there, which promotes investment in Cameroon, okay. That is the law there on 2013 law, okay, on investment there. In Cameroon, okay, that law, okay, which talks about incentives, okay, that provided, okay, by the government, okay, for to promote investment in Cameroon, okay, it's quite laudable, okay. That's one of the best laws, okay, that I admire, okay. So we're calling on all of these actors, okay, particularly the investors, okay, the entrepreneurs, to take advantage of this law, the 2013 law. So all of this, okay, is what Dash Inspectorate is capitalizing on, okay, and we got admitted, okay, into the regime of the reconstruction of Northwest and Southwest, okay, by the government of Cameroon. That was in 2020, okay, because we wrote the project of the government, okay, explaining, okay, how the industry can be advanced, okay, due to what because addressed proposals, okay, 2018 and 2020. Yes, so we got admitted into a regime of reconstruction of Northwest and Southwest, okay, under that regime there, okay, and we have a special bouquet, okay, that's put in place, okay, so much that because our intention there is industry development, and we understand what the requirements of industry, that's what the industry entails. This program which we put up there is just addressing that issue, okay, which is training certification of the required technicians in those key industry disciplines, okay, that we're expecting to develop in the Northwest and Southwest.
CRTV Southwest Regional Station. It is 14 minutes past 9 a.m. We have with us in the studio Dr. Yota Louis Fomba, who is the General Manager of Dash Inspectorate Cameroon, and he's here to talk about the Sustainable Development Goals Summit coming up on June the 15th. It shall run from June the 15th to the 17th, 2023. We take a short break. When we come back, Dr. Yota Louis Fomba shall be expatiating on the Sustainable Development Goals Summit. Stay with us. 15 minutes past 9 a.m. You are tuned to the Southwest Regional Station of the CRTV. We have with us in the studio Dr. Yota Fomba, who is the General Manager of Dash Inspectorate Cameroon. Doctor, the Sustainable Development Goals Summit shall begin on June the 15th and shall run to June the 17th, 2023. What is this summit all about?
Okay, thanks so very much for that important question there. Actually, the SDG seminar, SDG Summit Cameroon, which is coming up in less than 2 weeks, okay, targets promoting industry development in Cameroon in line with the National Development Strategy of Cameroon 2020-2030, okay, and it's organized by Dash Inspectorate Cameroon in collaboration with the government of Cameroon, okay, under the patronage of the Prime Minister, head of government. So, in fact, we have the seminar actions, okay, before the seminar, we had the pre-seminar actions, because actually it's a summit, and as well as it's a seminar. So, we could call it SDG Summit Cameroon or SDG Seminar Cameroon. Well, okay, actually, the issue there is it brings together all stakeholders, okay, of the 2030 agenda, okay, those we call in there particularly those furthest apart, okay, the marginalized groups, okay, the underprivileged, the handicap. That's we're giving the agenda gives them a place, okay, slightly related to background, okay. No, they should come. They should understand that they too have a say when it comes to action solutions of the society, okay. So this seminar surfaces this aspect of the agenda, okay, which brings to the limelight, okay, brings to the forefront this different. Groups of the society who are considered as the marginalized groups, okay, so they too can contribute, okay, to development in the society. So we have at the seminar donations, okay, that we shall be granting to, that should be given to some of these underprivileged, okay, like the blind, okay, to assist them, okay, the aged, okay, the handicapped there, okay. This is under the patronage of that is coordinated there, okay, in the United States, okay, by this organization there. Even though I am blind, okay, with the ambassador there, Miss Goddess Diva 2022, okay. She's the ambassador of this, okay, and she's in charge of mobilization of donations, okay, that will be accorded to these groups of persons, okay, at SDG Summit Cameroon. So that is one of the aspects there. So I was just underlining that, okay, but this what we're saying there is this is a major platform, okay, that brings together all stakeholders, okay, of the 2030 agenda under the leadership of the government. Okay, so we have the local authorities, the local the indigenous populations, okay, the parliamentary groups, okay, the civil society, okay. In fact, all the stakeholders of the 2030 agenda, okay, this is the platform, okay, for them to push forward, okay, their agenda, okay, that is those aspects, those aspects, okay, that they are forging ahead as far as the activities are concerned in regards to the 2030 agenda. Yes, under the leadership of the government.
So this Sustainable Development Goals Summit coming up on June the 15th, we shall run to June the 17th. What are some of the major issues that shall be addressed? You talked of industry, which is one of the main areas of interest of Dash Inspectorate Cameroon. So this Sustainable Development Goals Summit, apart from industry, are there some other areas of interest?
Okay, in fact, the SDG Summit Cameroon is a solid platform there in Cameroon, a yearly platform there which put in Cameroon there, and it has as target to address the issues there which are of its time of the nation. Okay, we looked at sustainable development, okay, which is development in the three aspects of social, economic, and environmental. Okay, so it's talking about sustainable development. Okay, there we understand. If you look at what are the unprecedented actions that have been unraveling on the planet, okay, we have a situation where we've had of conflicts, okay, and then crisis, okay, which have been a problem, okay, and all of this. Okay, you see a situation wherein you have sustainable development being compromised. Okay, because we are saying that okay, we can only have sustainable development when there is peace. Okay, but if there is peace without sustainable development, peace is put to jeopardy. Okay, so we must have all of this blend. Okay, for us to have give happy societies, have happy societies. So if you look at the very raison d'être, okay, the ambitions, the vision, okay, of SDG Summit Cameroon is to see that we address sustainable development in Cameroon, okay, manage any prevalent crisis, okay, then that is after looking at how the conflicts have been resolved, okay.
Okay, the Sustainable Development Goals Summit Cameroon. Who shall be the major resource persons? Who are the experts? Who shall be delivering exposés during the event?
Okay, we have experts who will be trooping in from all over the planet for the event. Okay, some of them are ambassadors.
And where would the event be taking place?
Okay, the event is going to be okay. It's holding at the Chamber of Commerce at Down Beach, Limbe. Okay, the conference hall of Chamber of Commerce down Beach, Limbe. It's from the 15th, okay, to the 17th, just as I said. Okay, so as the resource persons, okay, on this platform, we have the ambassadors, okay, who are the promoters of the vision of SDG Summit Cameroon, okay, which is the vision of the 2030 agenda, okay, buried in the National Development Strategy of Cameroon 2020-2030. Okay, yes. So we have the ambassadors. So then we have the partners. Okay, who all on this platform. So we have the ministerial departments that are present. Okay, we have, for instance, we have the Ministry of Small and Medium-Sized Enterprises. Okay, which is the leading ministerial department that was commissioned, okay, by the Prime Minister to oversee the actions of the summit, okay, because this is just like I said, this on the position of Prime Minister, head of government. Yes, so we also have okay, like the Northwest Regional Assembly, okay, on the platform, okay, resource there. We have the National Employment Fund there, okay, as partners. We have the University of BUEA, okay. We have these top resources, okay. In fact, they are quite a huge number of these partners, okay, many of these partners, okay, all over the planet, okay, like we got those in India who will be coming there, okay, they'll all be feeding the Cameroonian community there on the very objectives, okay, the very vision and the purpose, okay, of the SDG Summit Cameroon, okay, and there we target, we have the goals that the goals that we've set, okay, but then to get at those goals, we have the short-term targets, okay, and we're capitalizing on those targets to get at those goals.
Dr. Yota for Louis Fomba is the general public invited to this Sustainable Development Summit Cameroon. Can anyone attend?
Well, it is open to everybody. Okay, that is the 2030 agenda. It's an inclusive agenda. That's the first thing we must understand. Okay, we are saying that okay, those with activities. The first thing you should understand today, if you want to progress with your activities, if you want that your activities must create some impact to the society, these activities must be aligned with the sustainable development goals. Take this very seriously, guys. In fact, those young entrepreneurs, those aspiring entrepreneurs there, okay, look, this is the truth, okay? You must think about the sustainable development goals if you think they're going to make some impact in the future, okay? So, okay, in fact, all those who have activities, okay, they can be part of this, register and part of the seminar, okay, school on so many issues, entrepreneurial, okay, the summit, okay, one of the aspects of the summit.
So we would wish that you expatiate on this issue of entrepreneurship, which shall be addressed at the upcoming summit. The government of Cameroon, for so many years now, has been encouraging people, especially the young people, to embrace entrepreneurship. While they are in school, they should think of maybe setting shop for themselves when they leave school. So with regards to entrepreneurship, what would be, what can youths learn with regards to entrepreneurship at this upcoming Sustainable Development Goals Summit Cameroon?
Okay, at this summit, one thing I want to say is they will have a lot of exposure there on understanding how we create businesses, how this business should be created, should grow. Okay, because certain aspects of entrepreneurship, business creation and growing these businesses, so they meet the objectives of those businesses. Okay, and it's just about looking at what the problems are, because in entrepreneurship we're looking at the problems. Okay, those problems, okay, are opportunities that we capitalize on them. Okay, and to address society problems. If we don't have roads, okay, then these roads to be constructed. Okay, maybe we don't have hospitals, those constructions should be constructed. Okay, maybe you have a problem, you have some problem there in your community there. You do grinding of cassava there, maybe you do grating of cassava there, but you don't have maybe some machine there to do quick processing of your cassava there, for your garden there, it becomes a problem. So if a technician is there who puts up a little machine there in your community there and assists that is a problem which is being addressed, and that is entrepreneurship. Okay, yeah. So we need, but to do this, we have this entrepreneurship. Okay, it's entrepreneurship there, evolving for industry development in Cameroon. We must have the skills and the proper orientation. That is what we need. We must pick the necessary skills. Okay, and have the proper orientation. But one thing I'll say is, okay, we're talking to that. Okay, our educational system, okay, should match the industry requirements. Okay, so we have the notions of the industry be inculcated into us. Okay, we should think solutions. Okay, and these solutions we recognize the problems. Okay, so I'll look at this. Okay, instead of us focusing on the wicked problems. Okay, I call these wicked problems. Okay, those wicked problems are the problems of xenophobia. Today we talk about xenophobia in Cameroon. Okay, talk about xenophobia, nepotism, tribalism. Okay, we talk about maybe racism, the wickedness in the society. Okay, those are the wicked problems. They are not opportunities. We are not supposed to have those type of problems in society. Okay, we want good problems in the society. Okay, which are opportunities that want entrepreneurs to capitalize on. Okay, so they can develop, okay, build the industry. So, but then we want to kill those aspects. Okay, because the government sustainable development goals we have, there are inequalities. Okay, that is SDG 10. We don't want these wicked problems in society. They stop us from getting to our different goals. Okay, so what are these SDG? We give school on all of this culture. Okay, that you get integrated into the world, because the 2030 agenda is the future of the planet. Okay, so you align yourself. Okay, all of this. Okay, so we can emerge. Okay, and become an emerging nation by 2035.
Yes, Doctor. Talking about industry in a region like the Southwest, we have major economic structures such as the Cameroon Development Corporation, the CDC, and palm oil plantations, which have been really affected due to the delicate socio-political situation in the region as a result of the socio-political crisis. From your point of view, what can institutions such as CDC and palm oil, what can they do to revive their activities and play a major role in Cameroon's efforts at attaining emergence by the year 2035?
Okay, that is very, very good there, because it's one of those aspects that is very, very important, particularly in this context of today, wherein we're actually in a new industry setting. Okay, we are in the fourth industry, generation industry 4.0, which is digitalization and automation. Okay, we've moved from the third industry generation that we're talking about knowing the computer and the internet, using all that. Today we're talking about everything should be digitalized. Okay, like it's the digital economy. Okay, looking at what the industry stands for today, we must diversify. Talk about innovation today. If you don't innovate, okay, you continue doing the same thing, keep doing the past. Okay, your tendency is, okay, you ascend so much. Okay, you must learn to today, okay, as in entrepreneurial, the spirit of innovation. Okay, if you look at certain companies, okay, they've run out today, okay, because they didn't innovate. Okay, let me just take an example here. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm going to use the example, but it's true. Okay, if you look at Nokia, I'm not condemning the company there, but Nokia is a company that had phones. Okay, This company has been striving, okay, dominating on the planet. But then they failed to innovate, okay, just fix on the phones, they're producing their phones, good phones, but they failed to innovate, okay, get themselves integrated in the new systems, the new systems, okay, with the new modern technologies, and they're out. It's like they're out of the pocket. Okay, Nokia is no longer there. Okay, there are so many other companies. So if you look, looking at huge parastatals in Cameroon, okay, CDC, okay, the Pamol there. It's unfortunate that the activities have been greatly disturbed, okay, perturbed, okay, there by the crisis. It's unfortunate, okay, but then they have to spring back from that with innovation. That is the best. Okay, that's best that I can propose. Okay, they have to innovate. Okay, they have the products that have been turning out. Okay. That is just the for instance, you have the banana. Okay, that's the main export. Okay, for instance, you have
of CDC.
For CDC. Okay, CDC for instance. Okay, but then if they think of maybe processing this banana, okay, to have to other products, that would be nice. Okay, let me look at this. Let me talk about this example. We attended as part of this conference that was organized by the Chamber of Commerce. In 2016, Chamber of Commerce. In 2015, okay, by the Chamber of Commerce and the Brazilian embassy at Aqua Palace in Douala. Okay, it was targeting linking Cameroonian companies, okay, and Brazilian companies. Okay, we had a company there. Okay, they are into piggery. Okay, rearing of pigs there. Okay, so but if what they presented, okay, they have this song. Okay, that you commonly find in the market. There, you have the pork which is there. You have the gas which is being supplied, which is the cooking gas supplied by that same company. Okay, so they have diversified products. Look, I think this is a good, glaring example there for CDC. Okay, look at their inputs. Okay, the inputs. Okay, the output. Okay, what is the output? How can they diversify this output? Okay, that is what is going to make them strive in this new industry generation. Okay, diversify the output. Consider having new options. Okay, like I learned. Okay, they were looking at coming up with new products there. That is nice. That's pretty good. Okay, that is what we need with those huge status today.
CRTV Southwest Regional Station. It is 33 minutes after 9 a.m. We are talking to Dr. Yota Luis Fomba. He is the General Manager, CEO of Dash Inspectorate Cameroon, and he is here to talk about the upcoming Sustainable Development Goals Summit Cameroon to run from June the 15th to the 17th. And he's also here to give his view, his opinion on salient issues that have to do with the development of industry and development in general in Cameroon. Doctor, we all agree that for any nation to emerge, the population, the youth of that nation need to be properly educated. And earlier in this exchange, you have been talking of the need to have a rethink as far as educational policy is concerned. And you are an advocate of vocational education. And you noted a while ago that for so long, this particular aspect of education there's a tendency for vocational education to be neglected. Okay, talking about the importance of vocational education, what would you say is the link between vocational education and development of industry in a region like the Southwest and Cameroon in general?
Okay, look, when we're talking about the industry, we are talking about skills. Okay, knowledge development is one aspect, but for the industry, we're looking at skills. Maybe you're a welder. Okay, you know how to do. You have got the welding technique. If you're a footballer, you have the football skill. Okay, if you're a carpenter, you have the carpenter skill. You mechanic have the mechanic skill. Okay, in the industry, we are talking about skills. Okay, it's different from just developing knowledge. Okay, in education there, okay, maybe which stands, okay, development of the human intellect, okay, the human being, okay, for socio-economic integration, okay. But in the industry, we're looking at those skills that will enable solve problems, because the industry is addressing problems, and for us to address those problems, we need skills. Okay, so we are seeing that in the Anglophone region, for instance, where we're talking about reconstruction, okay, and there we got admission that's integrated into the regime of reconstruction of Northwest and Southwest, okay, by the government of Cameroon. And we've set up a strategy there for the attainment of these objectives. Okay, that's reconstruction there. With the focus there on development of human capital through training certification. Okay, with low price training programs, okay, which are granting there in the area of welding and non-destructive testing, okay, under Dash Institute of Inspection and Welding Technology, which trains certifies welding inspectors, okay, which are high industry technicians for quality controls, certified welding supervisors, okay, who are there for quality controls, certified welding educators, and then we have the welders, okay, it's called industrial welders, commonly called industrial welders. Okay, this is first of its kind in the country because they are trained to the AWS standards. Okay, today we have the TWF, okay, that's the Welding Federation of Africa. I am the country representative of TWF Africa. Okay, and we have harmonized programs, okay, that we put in place there, okay, for training there in Cameroon, okay, which fall in line, okay, with the objectives of the continent, okay, under a vision of Africa Agenda 2063. Okay, so we have what we're calling there, okay, the integrated integration of national strategy into the continental perspective, okay, for us to evolve. Okay, it's not like Cameroon has to be apart. Okay, we're looking at the Africa developing as a nation according to the vision of 2030 agenda. So, and you have development of the industry, some of this aspect. So, if I look at what we just had a summit there, that is the TWF's annual conference congress that was in Egypt last March. Okay, it revealed so much. Okay, the skill problem which we have. Okay, the event there was an African event. Okay, we're expecting to see participation of Africans. Okay, to see to test the strength of Africans. Okay, at that event, but it revealed the weaknesses. Okay, that we have. We lack the personnel, the skills. Okay, this is where we have to focus on. Okay, we don't have these skills. So we are focusing on training certification, and it's about, okay, look, this will come on vocational training. Okay, go in for the different skills. Don't go in for just for knowledge. I repeat this: don't go in just for knowledge. Okay, just like the Minister of Vocational Training said. Okay, you don't waste time for those things that will not take you anywhere. Go learn those things that will not take you anywhere. Okay, those things offer low employment opportunities. Okay, before you go in for any training program, look, ask yourself these three questions: what is expected of me for that training program? What are the possibilities of me getting a job after that training program? How much will I be paid? Okay, because the industry about getting those skills of delivering the solutions there, I'm getting paid from that. That's what the industry is. Okay, so we must understand this. Okay, and there as the prime factor is human capital. We must have the human resources that are required for us to promote industry development. That is where Dash Institute come in very, very strongly there, and we got admitted, okay, into the regime of reconstruction North and Southwest by the government of Cameroon because of this, because of our training certification programs. The government saw the need for this, okay, and granted us certain privileges, okay, like tax exonerations there, okay, according to the law which signed there, which you have before you there, okay. So you see that which has made us to reduce the rates, okay, drastically for training of these highly solicited industry technicians, okay, in Cameroon at reduced rates, okay, for reconstruction North and Southwest. Okay, we have the projects which have been initiated, okay, which have been launched, okay, in the Anglophone regions. For instance, in Bamenda, you have the liquid petroleum gas project. It's a project that requires many welders, the inspectors, that is the non-destructive testing inspectors, and the certified welding inspectors. They are there for quality controls. Okay, look, quality controls is an important aspect of the industry. Okay, we can only start talking that we have had some degree of maturity in the industry when we start talking about quality. Okay, and talking about quality controls. Okay, and because at the end of it, you want to do is satisfaction. You should be satisfied with what you consume as a client or as a customer. Okay, because quality there, you should be satisfied. Okay, so what I'm saying there is, okay, we're focusing on development of human capital. Okay, to meet the different obligations. Okay.
Yes, Doctor, the Minister of Employment and Vocational Training some time ago made it clear that skills should be the top priority. Skills are more in demand than knowledge. Because with skills, you earn more. You are in a better position to get a job when you leave school. And even if you can't get a job, you can work for yourself. As an observer and as CEO of Dash Inspectorate Cameroon, what is your evaluation? What is your assessment of the efforts being made by the government to improve the level of vocational training in the Southwest and in our country in general?
Okay, it's pretty impressive. Okay, pretty impressive. In fact, the government is taking very very firm measures there, particularly with the recent measures. Okay, following these unprecedented actions, this unprecedented series of events that are occurring on the planet and imposing new ways of doing things on the planet, like the COVID pandemic. Okay, the government has adopted the policy which is there in the, of course, incorporating the National Education Strategy of Cameroon 2020-2030, which is focusing on the use of local competence on industry development in Cameroon. Okay? We want to use we should be the ones doing the projects that we have. We should be able to produce what
road
we
construction and other engineering projects.
That is, we don't allow those experts to troop into the country, and then they come in every day, we see them around, pulling around with the big cars, and we think that they are tourists.
And they take our billions and go back.
Look, they sit back there and say they are tourists, okay? Whereas they are the ones holding the money here, okay? Their families living there in all the comfort. Because we are ignorant about this, okay? So it's high time we understand this truth, okay? And get along if you think they want to evolve. Okay, so the skills, so get the training in this different skills. Okay, these two options that are required. So the government, if you look at most of the government, they are pretty firm there and pretty impressive. They I call them very muscular actions. Okay, which if applied, okay, will enable us have the results. Okay, because look. Okay, there's the recent move there. Okay, the government there now struggling to use the SASMs. Okay, to reach out for skill development across the nation. Okay, this is pretty good. Okay, it's going to enable those in the rural areas. Okay, to easily acquire skills. Okay, but then we might have those aspects which need to strengthen that. Okay, that is why we work in collaboration with the government. Okay, for the actions with the government there, because we have the proposal that we did to the government there. So, but these are very firm measures. Okay, so but the issue there is just like I've said, don't go in for developing knowledge. Okay, your target is you should have a job. Okay, you should be able to have
skills development.
Yes, so you go in for skills. Okay, which you're going to be a big job and get paid. Okay, you should get something for your families and your happy lives. Okay, those who maybe had you look at the developed world. You look at the economies are not the same. Okay, maybe we'll do a sociology and anthropology. I don't know if you have a first degree there in I don't know in history, but maybe you can get a job maybe in the advanced world there. Okay, but we are looking at a country where our development level is still very low. Okay, and for us to develop, we need these skills. Okay,
technical skills.
The technical skills, okay, and these technical skills can only be impacted through technical education, okay, or vocational training or apprenticeship training. So I'm pretty impressed with that because the government is not okay. We're kind of okay, just looking at giving some priority to technical training, okay, and vocational training. But now the government is recognizing the role of apprenticeship training. This is what I'm saying here. Okay, if you look at the day-to-day runnings of our towns, okay, look at the mechanics, the carpenters, they are there.
The plumbers,
the plumbers,
electricians.
They are the ones who provide the immediate solutions. Okay, but they have been left in the cold. But the government is saying this today, okay, and those other options, okay, that is the option of apprenticeship training, okay, is going to be beefed up, okay, give more assistance to, okay, so we meet those targets, okay, of having a highly productive system, okay, that is going to heal the objects that you're targeting.
Yes, Doctor, we have been talking of the need to maybe modify our educational system, our educational policies, and to try to encourage many more young people to consider vocational education. But it appears that we have a mentality problem. Even the older generation, our parents, there are many parents who have this tendency of neglecting vocational education or relegating vocational education to the background. There are so many parents who wish maybe they have children in Form 5, high school, and maybe their plans are that when those children maybe have the advanced level, maybe they should go to the university, and maybe after the university try to get into some institution such as ENAM or ENS or what have you. And so many parents till this day relegate vocational education to the background. There is this mindset that some have that vocational education is maybe for educational misfits, in quotes, those who are not smart in school. What do you think accounts for this mentality, and why is it very necessary for there to be a mentality shift to give vocational education the place that it deserves in a country that wants to emerge by the year 2035?
Very important. Okay, this is very pertinent. Okay, if you look at this platform which we put in place there, SDG Summit Cameroon. Okay, if you look at SDG Summit Cameroon, we have one of the SDGs there. Okay, which is SDG 4. We're talking about quality education. Okay, quality education, quality education is in all aspects there of general and technical, and looking at the areas, the requirements there of sustainable industry development. Okay, and look at what we're doing there on the platform. Okay, we have said the industry there, we need the technicians. Okay, these technicians we can only have them when they go to proper training and certification, and this must be in conformity to the industry regulations, that's the codes, standards, and specifications. We must have that very clear. Okay, let me explain this. Okay, because sometimes I talk and then they don't understand what that is. Okay, if you have a project at Sonora, okay, construction of Sonora, okay, reservoirs at National Oil Refinery, for instance. I was the chief engineer, okay, on the project construction of the reservoirs in 2011. There, okay, and I was in charge of recruitment of technicians, welders, okay, on the project. I'll tell you this. Look, when we say we are working to industry norms, we are saying that, okay, the construction of reservoirs has a code to which it's been designed. Okay, for instance, we can call that API 650. It's a law, okay, that gives instructions on how those reservoirs are constructed, which means the requirements, for instance, the materials that are we supposed to use in constructing those reservoirs, the engineering calculations, okay, that we require to see if the stresses are going to be, we're going to be able to withstand the stresses that reservoir, construction reservoir is going to withstand the stresses in that zone upon construction. There's not going to be some danger. Okay, the persons, okay, the qualifications of those who are to do the job, to execute that project, are all spelled out in that norm, that is that code, which is API 650. Look, for you to have a job there, okay, on that project, you must be in conformity. So there's one aspect I'm talking about here. Okay, we should understand these industry requirements. Okay, and see why we understand why some people cannot get jobs in certain projects. Okay, and then they start saying that, okay, there's maybe some tribalism there. Or maybe, no. Okay, I'm talking this to the Anglophones. Okay, there's a lot of ignorance. Okay. Under these actions of the SDG, okay, Summit Cameroon, okay, and what we're doing there with the government. Okay, I received a call, okay, from SNH, okay, from the director of who is in charge there of promotion of the recruitment of local competence, okay, at SNH, which is a new department that's been created at SNH. Okay, so he was giving his recommendation to Dash inspectors, okay, as working there in collaboration there with the government there, okay, for industry development, okay, and he was specifying the the profiles of the inspectors that they want. Okay, look, that is what it is. Okay, unless we meet those requirements, we'll not be able to have those jobs in those projects. So we are saying, okay, they will still okay. We need this. Okay, we cannot be able to recruit those technicians. Okay, that's why you see those whites there. We almost see whites in at SNH. Okay, we see white maybe also, because they don't have these profiles. We cannot take Cameroonians to come work there. Okay, whereas they can't be up to that. Okay, so first of all, you must have the qualifications that are expected. Okay, so it's good that we understand all of these. Okay, so we are telling Cameroonians, okay, I'm telling Cameroonians, okay, today to understand that, okay, we have the industry requirements that we are supposed to succumb to if we want to develop the industry. First thing to be the competence, the capacity, which is expected of us, okay, to artists that have the different skills, okay, in the different industry disciplines, okay, have to call them, classify them in classes of work, okay, have those skills to training and certification. Okay, so there. So look at the example there at Sonora. So when I was there at when we began the project, the National Oil Refinery extension works there in 2011, I was in charge there of recruitment of technicians. That's the welders. We launched recruitment of welders. Okay, we needed 20 welders. I shortlisted 300 welders. Okay, for test. Look, I didn't say you were supposed to have maybe some pre-qualification because I understand the terrain. Okay, some people go into training, maybe they get to the OIC, for instance, they get to have some training there, or get some have some training there. Okay, some rudimentary skills, okay, but they're not certified. I understand of these problems. So I want to give opportunity to everybody. I said this is a nation's project, okay, and Cameroonians have the interest. It's of interest Cameroonians at heart. Okay, so I decided, okay, I'm going to give a room for everybody to participate. Okay, so 300 guys were shortlisted there. You were all going to prove your abilities there in Douala there at Bikoko. So 300 guys went through this test, but I tell you, to pick out 20, a big problem. What was the issue there? They were incapable of passing the test, okay, because of what I call the rudimentary training program which they went through. That is where the problem is. So we're addressing all of this.
So, Doctor, in summary, you are saying that more emphasis should be laid on the quality of training offered at vocational institutions, and that parents should consider vocational education, which, like you have been saying, is very important in the development of industry and the development of our country as a whole. Dr. Yota Fomba, CEO General Manager of Dash Inspectorate Cameroon. You were here to talk about the upcoming Sustainable Development Goals Summit Cameroon in Limbe from June the 15th to the 17th, 2023. We thank you so much for your time, and we hope that people who matter shall be in Limbe for that important event coming up on June the 15th. 53 minutes past 9 a.m. This is CRTV Southwest Regional Station, still in the company of Isofi Joseph Maliva at the technical dashboard. I am Charles Abuno on the microphone. At 10 a.m., we shall be making room for programs in the French language. Stay tuned to programs on CRTV Southwest.